Welcome back, art students. We're continuing our dragon. We just got done doing the head. Now let's do the body. So for the body, we're going to follow this line that we kind of planned out. We're going to start by thickening it, okay, and kind of following along that line. Here we go. So starting right here, where the head begins, we're going to kind of come out a little bit for the chest, like that. And we're gonna kind of get a little thin right here, come up and around. Now right about here, we're gonna thicken this bottom line. So instead of following the top one, we're gonna switch to the bottom one here. And I stopped right here, and we're gonna continue back here. And then we're gonna follow it right along back here. Here we go. So it coils around. That's the cool part. Right here, I'm gonna erase this line right here. There we go. That is a cool dragon. For some reason, it reminds me of like riding on a roller coaster. Okay, so we are now going to draw on here some legs. All right, so here's a leg. And dragons have really short legs, but they have really sharp claws. Really sharp claws. So there's a dragon leg. We'll do another dragon leg over here. This time I'll have this one poke out and down a little bit like this. Give it some sharp talons. So 1, 2, we have 4 legs that we need to put on here. We'll put them back here. And then our other one, we'll sneak that over here. Okay, there we go. Now all along this body, we are going to make a bunch of scales. Lots of scales. And we want to follow the pathway of this. So what we're going to do is you might want to actually rotate your paper a little bit. It might make it easier for you. What we're going to do is we're going to start up here at the base of the neck where it meets the head. And we're going to do a scaly pattern that looks like this. And we're going to follow this scaly pattern all along its back. The entire, and we're gonna follow the back of our dragon all the way to the very tip of the tail. This is gonna create a visual texture which will make our dragon look scaly, like a snake, or like a fish. Do you see how I'm following this line? This part takes a while, but it's actually really relaxing and it's really fun to draw. Ooh, we're getting close to the tail. Almost there to the tail. Oh my gosh, there's so many scales. So that's one row of scales. Now we gotta do a second row of scales. I'm gonna zoom in nice and close for you to show you how to continue this pattern of scales. So right here on my dragon, we can see 2 scales. I want you to connect the middle of this scale to the middle of that scale. From the middle of this scale to the middle of that scale. If you continue to go from middle to middle on every scale, you will have a very consistent appearing pattern that occurs. And that's what we want. Touch the middle of every scale as you move along. Okay, and we're gonna continue this pattern that we're doing right here from scale to scale. And even on the 3rd layer, you do the same thing from the middle of the scale to the middle of the scale. Just like that. And we're gonna continue this scaly pattern all the way to the bottom of our body of our dragon. And I want you to continue that pattern all the way throughout your dragon, all the way to there until it's all filled up with scales. I'll see you in the next video and I'll show you what mine looks like when it's all done with the scales. I'll see you there.